Hey guys, and welcome back. So today I'm going to be testing out all TJ Maxx makeup. So if you guys have ever been to TJ Maxx, basically they have a huge section of makeup that is all discounted, and they have like e.l.f., they have some high-end brands like Too Faced and MAC even, and basically it's just like a hodgepodge of makeup. You really just have to pick through the makeup in order to find the good stuff. So I went for makeup brands that I had no idea who they were, and also ones that were super cheap. That way you can get like a full face of makeup at TJ Maxx. So I bought quite a bit of stuff. The only thing that I did not buy was like foundation and I think concealer, and that's just because I could not find anything that was like my shade or nothing like that. But I do have like some contour palettes, some eyeshadow palettes, I have some sponges. I actually saw Juicy Jazz here on YouTube do this video, and I thought it was so cool, and plus I had like a ton of gift cards to TJ Maxx that I got for my birthday, so I was like, that would be an awesome video. So if you guys want to see me test out some awesome cheap TJ Maxx makeup brands, then just keep on watching the video. Okay, so the first thing we're going to start off with is eyeshadow. So I've already done my brows and I've concealed my eyes. So I picked up this eyeshadow palette, and it is from the brand MAXX Studio, and this was about $3.99. So as you can see, it's a pretty nude palette. It has like some shimmers over here and then some darker shades. Also, I got this for eyeshadow as well, and this is by the brand Bella J, and this was only $3.99 as well. I got this because it had like that deeper black shade and then some like shimmery colors, and also that is such a pretty blush as well. So this was again $3.99. Okay, so there's not really a transition shade in this palette, so I'm going to use this Morocco shade in the ABH palette and just put this all over my crease. And with TJ Maxx makeup, like, you really have to be careful because a lot of it was open. Don't know why. Don't know why, but a lot of the makeup was open, like it was used open, like somebody had put the lip gloss on, you could tell. So I don't know what that's all about, but it is super cheap. So if you can find like really good stuff there, everything is pretty much lower than like $10 there. So I'm just gonna go in with this Bella palette and use the black shade, and I'm just gonna apply this in my crease. So it is black, but it seems like it's more of like a dark brown. So I'm just blending this in mainly on like the outer V of my eye. So it's pretty pigmented. I'm going to use this really pretty like rosy toned shade, and this is the MAXX Studio palette again. I'm going to really like go in and dig into this palette and get as much pigment as I possibly can. And then I'm also going to spray this with the Pixi Glow Mist and just try to help this eyeshadow out because I don't know how pigmented it's going to be. Okay, so not bad. Eyeshadow is done. I'm going to go ahead and swatch some of the darker shades in the palette just to see if they have a little bit more pigment. Okay, as you guys can see, it's not that pigmented. However, as I did on my lid, you guys could definitely build these up. The eyeshadow palette is not awful. I mean, for $3.99, like, you honestly can't beat that. And then also this palette right here, the Bella J palette, that black is really good, as you guys saw. So I definitely don't knock it. I mean, for $4, I feel like that's pretty good in my book. I'm going to go ahead and do my lashes and liner off camera, and then I'll come back and try my foundation out using one of these sponges. These are the sponges wet. This one is more like the Beauty Blender. This one is kind of like a teardrop little thing. So I think I'm going to use this one for foundation and this one for concealer. So both of these sponges came in a duo pack, and this was $5.99. So that's pretty good. Basically each sponge was $3. So that's awesome. And this does not feel stiff or like those really hard ones that are like punching you in the face. Like, I'm going to be using the Cover FX foundation, and I recently did a first impressions on this foundation, and I still do like it. I've been using it kind of nonstop since I bought it. So I'll leave that video linked down below if you guys want to see my first impressions on this foundation. So I always say this, my thing about sponges is I feel like they can take a lot of the product away, and I hate that. So we'll see how this blends everything out. And if you guys aren't familiar with the Beauty Blender came out like a while ago, and it was like the first sponge on the scene to apply your foundation with, and it's $20 at Sephora. So I'm always looking for dupes for it because $20 for a sponge is like insane. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Smashbox 24-hour concealer. I love this stuff, and I'm kind of like running low on it, but oh, it's so good. and I'm in the shade of medium. Oh, if you're wondering what shade I'm in the Cover FX foundation, I am in G60. Let me make sure. Yeah, G60. So if you're around my shade, G60 matches me like pretty perfectly. I just think this is like the perfect size to like get all in between your eyebrows and get under the eyes. So, and I have dampened both sponges, and they did get bigger when I dampened them. So when the sponges are dry, they're kind of like maybe an inch smaller, but once you wet them, they get like nice and bouncy and pretty big. This is what the packaging looked like. It was Flawless Blend sponges, and as you guys can see, they're $5.99, and it says Duo Makeup Blending Sponges. So I definitely like both of these sponges. I think that they're super soft, and for $6, like, can't beat that. So to set my entire face, I'm going to be using this highlight and contour palette. This is the Sculpt and Glow Highlight, Contour, Blush, and Bronzer palette. And basically this thing has like everything in it. It has some highlight shades that you can highlight with, some blushes, there's bronzers in here. I just think this is an awesome palette, and I'm pretty sure it was, let's see, $5. Boom. So this is the packaging it came in. It is from the brand, I guess, Sculpt and Glow brand. I don't know, but it was only $5. So if this works out, I mean, hey, you can't beat that. You get what, like 10 different shades and only $5. That's like awesome. Use this shade right here, which is like a banana yellow shade, and it is completely matte, so I think that it's going to be good to set my eyes. So I'm just going to tap in here and go right up under my eyes and set it. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can tell, but that powder has like a sheen to it, so it basically looks like I put highlighter under my eyes. So I don't like that because it's like emphasizing like texture. It's not really giving a smooth appearance like the LA Girl Pro Powder would, so I don't know how I feel about this shit. Moving on to contour, I'm going to be taking the darkest shade in here and contouring my cheeks with that. Okay, so it is pigmented. Oh yeah, that's pretty. This bottom shade that is kind of like a corally color, and add this as my blush. Okay, because that's pigmented. Oh, girl. Alright, so the blush is definitely pigmented for sure. This palette was not bad. The only thing I did not like was the powder that I used to set my under eyes with, just because I feel like it had a sheen to it, and usually I like my under eyes to be, you know, matte and like poreless and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like this highlight powder definitely like emphasized the texture, and it like added a glow to my face under here, which I don't really like. But the contour powder was really good and the blush was really good. So for $5, I'm not complaining. I think that the palette was pretty good. Alright, so for lips today, I did get this Very Velvet Liquid Lipstick Trio by the brand Cherimoya. I don't know, but it's like a unicorn themed liquid lipstick pack. So it says matte and long lasting, and this was only $5 and you get 3 shades. So I'm going to take this out and swatch this for you guys. Oh, and they smell like cotton candy. So those are the 3 shades swatched in the back of my hand. So as you guys can see, super pigmented. Again, these are by the brand Cherimoya, and this entire trio was only $5. So, oh wow. Oh yeah, it's pigmented. So to lighten up this lip color, I'm going to go in with the kind of pinky shade that was in the trio as well, and just apply this in the center of my lips. Alright guys, so that is the finished look. I think everything pretty much worked out today. Banana powder that I used to set my under eyes, I did not like, just because I feel like it does have a sheen to it, and it's kind of enhancing like all the texture I have right here. So I don't really like that, but other than that, I think everything worked out pretty good. These liquid lipsticks are bomb. For $5 you get 3 of them, and the packaging's cute, and they have like a cute like cotton candy smell, so I do like them. I do think they're super drying. However, that's what liquid lipsticks do. So overall, I do really like this face. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think it's kind of fun to just test out makeup products I've never used before, or brands I've never even heard of. So if you go to TJ Maxx, you guys know it's just like a super like wall of makeup, and you just have to like go through and find out the good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel on the way out. I really appreciate it. So I will see you guys in my next video, and thank you again so much for watching. Bye guys.